Okay, so in today's class, I'll be looking at the 10th question in the Lasustech past question. So quickly, let's see what we have. If alpha, beta are the roots of this equation and gamma and delta are the roots of this other equation, show that if this equals 0, then all this equals to 2b, b, 1. Now, our solution, what will I have? Now, look at this. Let me just break it down as so as. Now, from our previous classes, you should have known how we get our alpha and beta given a particular quadratic root or quadratic equation, I mean. So, from the first one, we have ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to what? Equals to 0. It means that what? X squared plus bx over a plus or is equals to minus c over what? Over a. From here, we'll now what? We'll now solve. This is plus 2b, 2bx plus 2bx. Now, on solving this, what will I have? Okay, I will have what? X to be equals to what? Minus b over a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus ac over a. If you use your completed square formula or method very well. Now, in this case, I can now say my alpha is equals to what? Minus b over a plus what? The square root of b squared minus ac over a. And my beta is equals to what? Minus b over a minus the square root of what? B squared minus ac all over what? All over a. Now for the second equation, what do we have? The same equation, it's just that they both have a subscript as what? 1. So given that a1 x squared plus b1x plus c1 equals to 0, it implies for me also that my x is equals to what? X will be equals to minus b1 over a1 plus the square root of what? b1 squared minus a1 c1 all over what? All over a1. Meaning that what? My roots of the equation will now become what? Gamma. For gamma, which is the first one, gamma becomes what? Minus b1 over a1 plus the square root of what? This will be plus or minus. Plus the square root of b1 squared minus a1 c1 over a1. And my delta is equals to minus b1 over a1 minus the square root of what? B squared 1 minus a1 c1 all over a1. Now, let's now continue my solution. Now, I have alpha minus gamma first. So, on solving for alpha minus gamma, what does that become? It becomes what? I have it as what? Maybe I should solve this in a new page so we can see it clearly. Now, I have alpha minus gamma. What's my alpha? My alpha and gamma are relatively the same thing. It's just that one is in the other case. So, I have alpha minus gamma to be the same thing as what? My alpha is minus b over a plus the square root of minus b over a plus the square root of what? B squared minus ac over what? A. So this is alpha minus my gamma is what? Minus b over a also. So in this case, it becomes what? Plus minus. So plus b1 over a1. Then in this case, minus what? The square root of what? b1 squared minus ac over what? Over a1. Okay, so this is alpha minus beta, alpha minus gamma, I mean. Now then we have for the next one, beta minus delta. For beta minus delta, what do we have? My beta is what? Minus b over a, then minus, okay, so minus b over a, then minus b square root of b squared minus ac all over what? All over a. And minus delta is what? My delta, beta minus delta, just to confirm, my delta is what? Minus b over a minus, so this becomes plus all through. So b1 over a1 plus the square root of what? b1 squared minus ac over what? a1. Now, all you need to do is just to expand this. So I might come back and then continue with the solution after expansion. After expanding, this is what I have. It's actually much. So, and after expanding, these are the ones that cancelled themselves out, at least for now. And that is just for this first part. That's just for this one. So I'll be doing this very soon now, and then I'll be getting the answer, then adding them together, equating to zero, and hope to get just this small thing, you know. Very funny question. So let's just pull out the remaining ones that we have on board here. What we have here remains what? B squared over A squared minus BB1 over A1. There was a place I made a little mistake because of the way it actually is, and that's here 1 1. That's just all. Then 1 1 here also. Okay, so then what do we have now? It remains plus the square root of what? Now writing out the ones for the second expression. Now what do we have? I have this as what? Alpha minus gamma and beta minus what? Gamma. Now note again, my alpha is this is my alpha, so minus b over a plus the square root of b squared minus ac over a. This is minus alpha minus delta. Now delta is what? Minus b1 over a1. So this is plus b1 over a1, then plus square root of b1 squared minus a1 c1 over a1. Then all this times beta minus gamma. Now my beta is what? My beta is minus b over a minus the square root of b squared minus ac over a, then minus gamma. My gamma is what? Minus b1 over a1. So this is plus, this becomes minus, this becomes minus because this is plus. The square root of what? The square root of b1 squared minus a1 c1 all over a1. Now wait for me to solve it again and then come back with the answer or the expression. Okay, so after expanding the second expression, which is alpha minus delta times beta minus gamma, what do I have? I add all this down to this point. So just as I count for the first set, I cancelled for this part also, those that are common. Now the final thing I have to do is what? Is to add them together. So I'm to add this remaining solution with this remaining solution, but before doing that, let me write the remaining ones here out. So what do I now have? I have this as what? All over a1 squared. So let me quickly confirm and then let me just add them together so it can be faster. Then just compare with your solution at the end of the whole thing. Okay, so after adding the two equations, you can see I cancelled at different places. Now it means that this is what we have left after adding. Now equated to 0, I have it as this. Now just look at the two of them very well. You can see it from this view. So you compare the place I put dots are the places where I already added. Places I cancelled are the place where I didn't put the solution down here. So now 2 is common to all this, 2 is common to all this. Dividing all through by 2 and then multiplying all through by a1, a squared, a1 squared. What will I have? So I'm going to be having a squared, a1 squared. A squared to cancel it mean a1 squared. So that's 2a1b squared. That's okay. Let's cancel the 2 already. So that's a1b squared minus 2b1, 2b1, a1 also, because I'm multiplying by a1 squared, b1 squared, then minus, let me just do this also. Okay, so after expansion, this is what my answer looks like. Now looking at everything, there's nothing common to all of them. If I'm to divide by a1 now, this will go, this will go, this will go, this will go, this cannot, there's no a1 here, there's no a1 here, there's a1 here. If I'm to divide also by b, this will go, this would go, this will also go, nothing is here, something is here, something is here, nothing is here. If I'm to divide by a, nothing is here, a is here, nothing is here, a is here, a is here, a is here, a is here. So this is how best my answer actually can be.